make it look so easy getting out of the rough.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I was told that you use like a, you know, 5, 6 to get out, no matter what the distance. Is that true, or?
No,
play
well,
more back in your
so much
stance,
of, and it's totally dictated by your lie, one.
Mhm.
You know, how thick the grass is. We don't really tend to see much rough on courses around here. A lot of times when I practice around here, I just look for the thickest stuff. If I really need to work on it, like if I'm going to a major, something like a US Open or a PGA where we play rough. But Loft is always your friend out of the rough. Play with all these amateurs on Wednesdays in the Pro-Am, and this is the first time they've seen greens that are 10 or 11, 12 in the stent meter that are hard and rough that's that long, you know, and they get in there with their, you know, they roll it off the tee, you know, and then they just pull their 3-wood out and walk right up after it, and 3 swings later they're finally to the fairway. You know, it's and you know, usually, you know, the bad thing is you don't want to jump right on them to start. You know, you don't want to say, hey, you know, you got to hit your 8-iron. You want to kind of let them do it, but then by about the 3rd hole, you know, when they're kind of getting tired of hacking it out, you say, why don't you try a 7-iron or an 8-iron? You know, but my point is, Loft is always your friend out of the rough.
Okay.
When I'm in the rough, you know, and actually, the first thing I ever look at is the lie. Which way the grass is laying, how far down it is, then I evaluate how far I am. You know, and what I always, you hear guys saying, what can I get on it? That means, like, you know, how much club can I get on it to where I might actually be able to get it to the green? You obviously want to use the more loft, the better. And then, you know, it's not going to stop as fast. But for most people, I'd always say, you don't necessarily have to always get it on the green. But if you know it's a 5 or 6 iron to get it to the green, but the odds of getting it on are so slim, take the 8 where you know you're going to get it out of the rough first. Go up in front where maybe you can chip up, you know, get it up and down. But if you're always trying to push, you know, hey, can I hit 5 or 6? You know I can get it out with a 7, but I think I can try a 5 or a 6. Then the thing is, if you leave it in, you wasted what? That goes back to your course management. Always take the club you know you can advance it. You know, if you're never sure, it isn't worth trying it, especially with water or, you know, anything funny. But Loft is always your friend. And you know, the other thing about hitting out of the rough is just those are you right-handed or left-handed?
Yes, right-handed.
Right-handed. Hold on a little tighter with those last 3 fingers of your left hand.
Okay.
And when you go through there, really feel like you don't let your hand roll over. You know, because once that hosel of the club right here hits that rough, it grabs it and flips it over. So whenever you're out of the rough, even like lean the club a little open.
Okay.
I got a good story about David Slove doing that. Remind me about it. But hold on with that left hand and really pull hard with your left side through there so that club doesn't roll over, and that tends to get it out easier. But always use more loft.